Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So in 2024, the average Social Security benefit is right around $1,900 per month. But by making one simple change, that amount could actually be increased by right around $1,100. So we'll be covering that in today's video. Plus, the former president and Donald Trump is now calling on Liz Cheney and perhaps others to be prosecuted over allegations that she and others purposely withheld evidence with the January 6th committee to make him look guiltier than what he should have been. So I'll be covering that as well. But before we go ahead and dive into the main content of today's video, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Also, if you would like to receive up to $10,000 in free stocks or $10,000 in free cash, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Moomoo. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then deposit at least $100. At that point, Moomoo will be sending you at least 5 free stocks worth, once again, all the way up to $10,000. And if you'd rather just have the cash, all you have to do is once you receive those stocks is just sell them for what they're worth and then transfer the cash value right back to your bank account. Okay, so diving right into our lead story of today's video, and that is the former President Donald Trump calling on the prosecution of Liz Cheney and perhaps others over allegations that she and others on the January 6th committee purposely withheld evidence to make it look like Trump was a lot guiltier than what he should have been. So, according to The Hill, former President Trump on Sunday doubled down on his push for former Representative Liz Cheney to be prosecuted over allegations that she and the other January 6th committee members purposely withheld testimony and details from their investigation into the former president's actions during the January 6, 2021 Capitol insurrection. Trump on Truth Social on Sunday posted a piece from former Trump administration aide Kash Patel published in the Federalist last week, in which Patel claimed that Cheney and the House January 6 committee, quote, suppressed evidence about the former president's authorization of National Guard troops during the January 6, 2021 Capitol insurrection. In a Truth Social post, Trump said she should be prosecuted for what she has done to our country. She illegally destroyed the evidence. Unreal. Now, included in the report was a detail about how the driver of Trump's car on January 6 disputed testimony from former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson, who previously claimed that Trump tried to take control of the car and go towards the Capitol. She told the public she heard in a story from others that Trump had, quote, lunged for the steering wheel after his speech near the White House in an apparent attempt to go towards the Capitol on January 6th. The unnamed driver told the committee, however, that Trump never grabbed the steering wheel, and he said he, quote, did not see him lunge to try to get into the front seat at all. So obviously that's quite conflicting evidence there in the report, saying that Trump actually lunged towards the steering wheel. But here we have the driver coming out clearly saying that he did not see Trump lunge. I mean, if you're driving a car, it would be pretty obvious if someone was trying to lunge towards the steering wheel. So definitely some interesting news there. And at this moment, the Supreme Court is weighing on whether or not Trump would have presidential immunity from being prosecuted on these claims. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Should Liz Cheney and others on the January 6th committee be prosecuted if they intentionally actually withheld evidence in this case? Would definitely love to hear your thoughts in comments below. But in some other news, as I mentioned earlier on, right now in 2024, the average benefit for Social Security retirees is right around $1,900 per month. However, some people can actually increase that by right around $1,100 every single month per check by making this one simple change. We are going to go ahead and dive into that in this article by the Motley Fool today. So according to the Motley Fool, how the average retiree can get an extra $1,071 per benefit check. So they first say how Social Security benefits for retired workers are calculated. So Social Security benefits for retired workers are based on lifetime income in claiming age. Specifically, lifetime income is used to determine the primary insurance amount, which is the benefit a worker receives if they claim Social Security at the full retirement age. The PIA is then adjusted based on the claiming age. Workers that claim Social Security before full retirement age receive less than 100% of their PIA, and workers that claim after the full retirement age receive more than 100% of their PIA. There are only two restrictions. First, eligibility for retirement benefits begins at age 62, meaning that no one can claim earlier. Second, delayed retirement credits stop accruing at age 70, so it never makes sense to claim later. Now, as far as how the average retired worker can increase their benefit by $1,071 per month, they say that the average PIA for newly awarded retired workers was $1,984 in 2022. Though 2 years old, that figure is the most recent data available from the Social Security Administration, and it's still useful when examining the impact of claiming age. Most retirees that claimed Social Security in 2022 were born between 1952 and 1960. However, we can simplify this scenario by assuming everyone was born in 1960. Remember, retirees born in 1960 or later receive 70% of their PIA at age 62, 100% of their PIA at age 67, and 124% of their PIA at the age of 70. So by applying those percentages to the average PIA of $1,984, we can identify how much Social Security income the average retiree receives at age 62, 67, and 70. So at age 62, that amount would be $1,389 per month. Then at age 67, that amount would be boosted up to $1,984 per month. And then finally, at the max claiming age of 70, that amount would be boosted up all the way to $2,460 per month. So just by waiting, your average monthly benefit is going to be boosted up to close to $1,100. Obviously, for some people, it might be a little bit less. For some people, it might be more. But obviously, waiting from 62 all the way to 70, you're going to be receiving a good bit more. And even by waiting from 67 to 70, you're also going to be receiving a good amount more as well. Now, as far as whether or not waiting all the way till 70 is worth it for you is really going to be dependent on your own personal situation. Are you still working? Are you going to have enough funds left over to wait to claim your Social Security benefit? What do you expect your life expectancy to be? All those factors definitely have to be included, and pretty much at the end of the day, it's going to be your own personal decision, but obviously sitting down with a financial planner is probably going to be in your best interest. Now, in our final news piece for today, of course, we're also going to be touching base on Social Security and the dim fact that unfortunately within the next 8 to 10 years, if nothing is done about Social Security and its trust fund, it is going to be going insolvent, which means for everyone across the board, you are going to be receiving a cut of anywhere between 20 to 25%. So lawmakers must act by then, doing something, bringing more money into the trust fund by taxing more, or sending less money out of the trust fund by having benefit cuts across the board. Something absolutely needs to be done by then, and that's why there is a new bill out there by Representative Feenstra, which is going to make it so the Congressional Budget Office has to come out and kind of have like a data outlook on these Social Security trust funds. So they see here that Feenstra leads legislation to protect solvency of Social Security. So today, U.S. Representative Randy Feenstra introduced the Save Our Seniors Act, which would help protect the long-term solvency of Social Security by requiring the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office to include the honest projection of its financial health in its annual 10-year economic outlook. So let me know your thoughts and comments below on everything that we spoke about today, whether it be Trump, whether it be increasing your Social Security benefits, or whether it be the future of Social Security solvency and what you think they should do to make the program solvent for a longer period of time. But that's all we have for today's video. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.